This is the Royal Langnickel Moderna triangle brush. Okay, so triangle brushes are basically acrylic brushes. What's so special about them is that they are pyramid in shape. You see, when you have your brush, you see three faces, 1, 2, and 3. It has a very pointed edge, and the shape is similar to that of a dagger or an angle brush. However, the difference is that it has a big belly, so it can hold more water and pigment. However, since it is synthetic, it can only hold so much water compared to natural hair brushes like the rosemary triangle brush. Okay, these triangle brushes were introduced to me by Miss Pat Blair. I saw a YouTube video with a miracle wedge brush. I was starting calligraphy then and starting out watercolor as well when I saw how beautiful these brushes are, because they can create a very thin line and a very thick line as well. So it creates beautiful flowers with single strokes, and it creates a certain gradient that's automatically made in a single stroke. So if you're familiar with Donna Dewberry, an acrylic artist known for single stroke, that's where I've learned single strokes. But for this one, most of the things that I've learned from the triangle brush would be from my Chinese painting. So all of the things that I've learned and applied, I've learned in Chinese painting, I applied with this brush because the hold is the same. Most of the techniques work, like the multiple loading and the rhythm and stroke of the brush would be the same. Next brush would be the BESTE fountain brushes. This is one of my favorite brushes because one, it comes in a set of 4. There's a size 6, a size 8, a size 10, and a size 16. They are very big. They have a huge belly. That's why I love them very much. And it resembles a fountain pen because it can create those very thin lines. And it has a super big belly. Plus, it has 4 sizes already. So that's what's so good about these brushes. Compared to the Royal Langnickel, the brushes are shorter. Royal Langnickel Moderna has long bristles. This one has very short bristles compared to the Moderna. You can use this for acrylic. However, I wouldn't recommend because acrylics are known to, damage brushes. The Royal Langnickel R180 is very suitable for acrylics. So these are golden taklon brushes, so perfect for acrylic, but I also use them for watercolors. I have 2 sets of this. One set I use for acrylics and the other set I use for watercolors and gouache. They come in 4 sizes as well. There's size 12, size 10, size 6, and size 8. Again, compared to the Moderna, this is thicker. The Royal Langnickel is more slender. The silver ruby satin triangle brushes are one of the most expensive brushes, but it is the most widely available among all the triangle brushes. It's also made for acrylic. It has a very fine point, and it comes in 2 sizes, the medium and small. So you can try these brushes if you have the budget for them. But the Royal Langnickel R180 and the Moderna would be fine for the use of the painting. So again, this is longer compared to the Royal Langnickel R180. And the last one is an inexpensive brush from Art Nebula. They supply the Raphael Symbiose pyramid brush. I remove that blue foam because it gets in the way. It gets wet and I don't like my brushes getting wet, so I remove that. It's more of a functionality decision rather than aesthetic. So my students will have the nice one, but I use without that foam. So this is smaller.